comes up in the same damn place. I'm still searching for the lines of your face. I brush my teeth, I make the bed, replaying every single word you said. It's 8:01 and it's 8:02. The only thing that's moving is the thought of you. The needle's stuck, the groove is deep. I'm having conversations in my sleep. It's a circular road with no exit sign. I'm losing the track of the borderline. The sky turns black, then it turns to blue, but I'm still stuck in the me and you. It's heartbreak on repeat, a skipping song. I'm dancing to a rhythm that feels so wrong. Every morning is a replay, every night is the same. I'm just a hollow echo of your favorite name. The record is warped and the sound is thin. I'm waiting for the moment when the light lets in, but it's heartbreak on repeat. And the silence is the only thing I can't defeat. See your keys by the kitchen door, like they're waiting to be used once more. I pick them up, then I put them down. The loudest silence in this ghost of a town. The calendar is frozen on a Tuesday in June. I'm out of orbit, I'm a crashing moon. Break the cycle, stop the spin, let the ending finally begin. But the ghost of the needle is all I can feel, driving me round on a broken wheel. It's heartbreak on repeat, a skipping song. I'm dancing to a rhythm that feels so wrong. Every morning is a replay, every night is the same. I'm just a hollow echo of your favorite name. The record is warped and the sound is thin. I'm waiting for the moment when the light lets in, but it's heartbreak on repeat. The piano man, the piano, the same old line. I'm out of time to repeat, on repeat, on repeat, on repeat. The mirror is a jigsaw I can't solve today. A piece of my smile just drifted away. I'm checking the seams where I'm stitched to the floor, but the thread isn't holding the weight anymore. The plaster is peeling, the light bulbs are dim. I'm losing the battle with every loose limb. I tried to stand tall, try to act like a wall, but the foundation is starting to crumble and fall. It's not a landslide, it's a brick at a time. A slow motion descent from a stripping the fragments into a small pile, but they slip through my fingers every once in a while. I'm a book with the binding torn off at the edge, a bird with no wings sitting out on a ledge. I look at my hands and they don't look like mine, just a mess of the shadows and the fading of time. Don't try to glue me, don't try to fix. I'm just a pile of mortar and bricks. Let the wind take the dust, let the rain take the mess. I'm finding the freedom in being much less. And I am falling apart right here in the open. A million small pieces, all quiet and broken. I'm shedding my skin, I'm losing my name, watching the ash settle after the flame. It's a painless kind of shattering, a cold kind of snap. I'm a hollowed out ghost falling into the gap. Yeah, I am falling apart. Fading into the bone, down to the dust. I'm gone. There's nothing left to hold, long thing left to hold. I'm staring at the ceiling like it's got the answers to why I'm still dancing with these private dancers. Your memory is a toxin, a slow-moving fever. I'm the casualty here, and you're the receiver. I wanna burn every bridge, I wanna tear down the wall, but I'm still the one waiting for your shadow to fall. It's a prison of gold, it's a beautiful trap. I'm a map that leads nowhere, just a widening gap. I'm disgusted by the way I still check for your name. I'm embarrassed by the way I still feed the flame. It's a sickness, a habit, a ritual of pain. I'm standing in the sunshine, but I'm feeling the rain. And I hate loving you, it's a weight in my throat. I'm the captain of a sinking, beautiful boat. I wanna be cold, I wanna be free, but this love is a parasite living in me. It's a violent kind of mercy, a cruel kind of grace. I'm trying to scream while I'm losing the race. Yeah, I hate loving you. I hate that there's nothing that I wouldn't do. I see your face in the mirror and I wanna look away, but the ghost of your kindness is begging to stay. I'm angry at the moon for the light that it gives. I'm angry at the heart where your heartbeat still lives. I've tried to replace you, I've tried to go numb, but the harder I fight it, the closer I come. Let me go, let me out, let me find a new skin. I'm tired of the war that I'll never quite win. I wanna be hollow, I wanna be stone, to feel the relief of being truly alone. And I hate loving you, it's the weight in my throat. I'm the captain of a sinking, beautiful boat. I wanna be cold, I wanna be free, but this love is a parasite living in me. It's a violent kind of mercy, a cruel kind of grace. I'm trying to scream while I'm losing the race. Yeah, loving you. I hate that I care. I hate that you're there in every breath. When will it stop? The surface is a mirror I can't seem to break. 1,000 tons of sorry for every mistake. The world above is shouting, but I'm drifting down where the silence is a blanket in this liquid town. I'm watching the sunlight getting further away. Everything I wanted is turning into gray. My lungs are full of secrets, my chest is full of lead. I'm swimming through the sins that we never question. I'm a coin at the bottom, I'm a stone in the deep, a promise in the current that you didn't keep. The pressure is a mercy, the cold is a friend. I'm waiting for the moment when the ripples all end, and I cry underwater so you won't see the tears. I'm drowning in the static of these wasted years. The salt in the ocean hides the salt in my eyes. A beautiful quiet for my muffled goodbyes. No one can hear me, no one can see the version of us that's still drowning in me. Yeah, I cry underwater where the heart is the only thing that's getting harder. solid ground, while I'm the only person who's never been found. I'm a shipwreck of memories, a ghost in the reef, tracing the outlines of a permanent grief. The bubbles are my words, but they pop at the top. I'm waiting for the weight of the water to stop. Let the current take me, let the tide pull me out to a place where there isn't a shadow of doubt. I'm dissolving in the blue, I'm becoming the sea, until there's nothing left of the you and me. And I cry underwater, so you won't see the tears. I'm drowning in the static of these wasted years. The salt in the ocean has the salt in my eyes. A beautiful quiet for my muffled goodbyes. No one can hear me, no one can see the version of us that's still drowning in me. Yeah, I cry it's finally calm, just the blue, just the blue. I'm letting go. I'm letting go. The streetlights are humming a song I don't know. I'm watching the shadows perform their own show. I've memorized every crack on the wall, waiting for a phone that's forgotten to call. I made dinner for one and I sat in the dark, just me and the ghost of a cold dying spark. The neighbors are laughing through paper-thin glass. I'm just a spectator watching them pass. I'm a radio station with nothing but static, an old dusty memory kept in the attic. The world is a party I wasn't invited to, and I'm losing the version of me that knew you. I'm just a lonely heart drifting through the gray, a little more hollow with every new day. No grand disaster, no cinematic fire, just a slow leaking soul and a faded desire. I'm a portrait of silence, a statue of stone, learning the weight of being truly alone. Yeah, it's just a lonely heart falling apart in the dark. I went for a walk just to feel the cold air, to see if the people would notice I'm there. But I'm made of glass and I'm made of the mist, a name on a page that was never even kissed. The park bench is empty, the fountain is dry. I'm looking for reasons in a cloud-covered sky. Is anybody listening? Does anybody see the space where a person is supposed to be? I'm shouting in whispers, I'm screaming in blue. I'm a masterpiece missing its point of view. I'm just a lonely heart drifting through the gray, a little more hollow with every new day. No grand disaster, no cinematic fire, just a slow leaking soul and a faded desire. I'm a portrait of silence, a statue of stone, learning the weight of sitting at the table where we used to be whole. There's a fracture in the wood and a fissure in my soul. I poured 2 cups of tea just out of habit today. Then I watched the steam vanish and turn into grey. Half the bed is a desert, untouched and too neat. I'm a map with no border, I'm a heart with no beat. The ghosts in the hallway are starting to speak. The structure is leaning, the foundation is weak. I'm holding a handle that's missing a door. I don't know what us even means anymore. Now there's only half a heart left, beating in the dark, trying to build a fire with a wet and dying spark. I'm a silhouette of someone that I used to know, walking through a house where the garden won't grow. It's a quiet kind of winter, a permanent frost. I'm just the leftover remains of everything we lost. Yeah, there's only half a heart left, and it's tired of being the only one kept. I saw your coat in the closet, a sleeve on the floor, like a limb that was severed. I can't touch it no more. I tried to say your name, but the syllables broke. Now my lungs are just filling with mirrors and smoke. I'm half of a sentence that ends in a blur, just a memory of someone I once thought we were. Divide the love by 2 and see what remains, just the echo of the laughter and the weight of the chains. If I give you the pieces, will you put them back, or will you leave me here falling through the cracks of the crack? Now there's only half a heart left, beating in the dark, trying to build a fire with a wet and dying spark. I'm a silhouette of someone that I used to know, walking through a house where the garden won't grow. It's a quiet kind of winter, a permanent frost. I'm just the leftover remains of everything we lost. Yeah, there's only half a heart left, just half. Only the left side is cold, the other side is a whole half a heart. Where did the rest of me go? I'm writing letters to a ghost in the room, watching the sunset turn into a tomb. I try to speak to the space on the right, but the words lose their way in the middle of the night. The dictionary's open to a page turned red, where every definition lives inside my head. I looked up shattered and I looked up pain, but all the descriptions sounded just like your name. It's a 5-letter fever, a 6-letter chill, a signature written on a bitter pill. The ink is permanent. I stop saying it? Does it go away? Or does it just wait for the end of the day? I'm burning the alphabet, starting a fire to melt down the letters of my own desire. And I realize now, in the silence we keep, that heartbreak has your name, and it's buried so deep. It's the way the wind whistles, the way the floor creaks. It's the salt in the water that runs down my cheeks. I can't even ache without hearing your voice. I'm trapped in a rhythm where I don't have a choice. Yeah, heartbreak has your name, spelled out in the dust, written in the rust. Every letter is a cut. It's all I know how to say. I'm locking the doors and I'm dimming the lights, building a fortress for the long, lonely nights. The space in my chest where the warmth used to be is a museum of things that you took back from me. I see people dance and I see people touch. I don't understand how they risk it so much. The armor is heavy, but the armor is safe. I'm burying us in an unmarked grave. The ghost of your touch is a burn on my skin. I'm sealing the cracks where the light might get in. One ending was plenty, one breaking was all. I'm tired of waiting for the other shoe to fall. And I can't love again, I'm out of breath. I'm mourning a version of me that met death. The well is gone dry and the garden is stone. I finally mastered the art of alone. It's not that I'm angry, it's just that I'm through. I gave all my always and forevers to you. Yeah, I can't love again. The doors are all bolted, the fever is thin. I walk past the mirrors and I don't see a face, just a hollowed out outline, a negative space. They tell me that time is a healer, a friend, but time is just counting the ways that I've been. I've deleted the numbers, I've burned all the maps. I'm falling through all of the emotional gaps. The heart is a muscle that can only take so much before it turns cold and it shies from the touch. Don't ask for a piece that I don't have to give. I'm sea is gone. The reservoir is dry. Don't even ask me why. Just know it's finally quiet. It's finally quiet. The seasons change, but I forgot to move. I'm still living in the shape of you. I keep your ghost at the dinner table, building a life that's mostly a fable. The wine is sour and the air is thin. I'm waiting for a knock that won't come in. I told the walls that I'm better now, but even the ceiling doesn't believe that vow. It's a dangerous habit, a beautiful addiction, a love that survived its own dereliction. The world says forward, the world says new, but I'm still tethered to the thought of you. And I still want you in the worst kind of way, like a shipwrecked soul waiting for the day. I'm a moth to a flame that's already gone, holding my breath until the break of the dawn. It's a hollowed out hunger, a permanent thirst. I'm putting you last, I'm putting you first. Yeah, I still want you, even when there's nothing left to hold on to. I saw your car on a stranger's street. For a second my heart skipped a beat, but the driver was different, the music was loud. I'm just a face in a morning crowd. I'm tracing your name on the window pane, watching it wash away in the February rain. It's been a year, or maybe it's been 10. I'm lost in the loop of what if and when. Break the glass, pull the alarm, find me a shelter from this specific harm. But the medicine is poison and the cure is a lie. I'm still looking for you in every goodbye. Yeah, I still want you in the worst kind of way, like a shipwrecked soul waiting for the day. I'm a moth to a flame that's already gone, with only one book. No matter the shelf or the corner I look, I know the exact shade of blue in your eyes, and the frequency of all your favorite lies. I remember the smell of the rain on your coat, and the way that you hummed that one minor note. I'm a vault that won't open, a cage with no key, locked in a room with the ghost of me. I'm jealous of strangers who don't know your face, who walk through the world with such elegant grace. They don't have a map of a city that's gone. They aren't still waiting for a light to turn on. And I wish I forgot. It was black. I wish I could give every memory back, to be a blank canvas, a page with no ink, to finally stop having to feel how I think. It's a curse to remember, a burden to know. To be a stranger to the us that we're not. I've tried to override you with new names and places, but I only see fractures of you in their faces. The drive to your house is a muscle memory turn, a lesson I've studied but refused to unlearn. The date of your birthday is a ghost in the air. I'm celebrating a person who's no longer there. Old ship rain, clear the mind, leave the once upon a time behind. I trade every beautiful and every sweet, just to pass you like a stranger on a crowded street. And I wish I forgot. I wish it was black. I wish I could give every memory back, to be a blank canvas, a page with no ink, to finally stop having to feel how I think. It's a curse to remember, a burden to know, the roots of a garden that never will grow. I wish I forgot. Delete the files, burn the film, quiet the noise. Who are you? I'm trying to forget. Long 25 tears were gold when we started the fire. A feverish dream, a reckless desire. But the shadows are stretching, the sky's turning lead, and I'm tracing the outlines of things that we said. The garden is skeletal, reaching for light in a world that's been swallowed by permanent night. I'm zipping my coat, but the chills in my chest putting the ghost of our summer to rest. There's a frost on the window, a crack in the glass, watching the ghosts of our memories pass. The oxygen's heavy, the vision is blurred. The final I love you is never quite heard. Love dies in winter. It freezes to stone in a house that's forgotten. It's not meant to be alone. The pulses of liquor, the color is white. We're just two strangers in the middle of the night. It's a painless kind of breaking, a cold kind of snap, falling forever through the emotional gap. Love dies in winter, and the silence is the only thing left that's a winner. I saw your footprints in the fresh morning snow, pointing to places that I'll never know. The coffee is steaming, but the kitchen is cold. A story of forever that's already grown old. You didn't just leave, you just went to sleep in a promise that neither of us could quite keep. Now I'm just a statue in a park of the dead, remembering the warmth of the things that you Does the sun still rise where you're going today, or did you take all the summer and hide it away? I'm a landscape of ice, I'm a mountain of salt, and I'm trying to find where to bury the in winter. It freezes to stone in a house that's forgotten. It's not meant to be alone. The pulses of liquor, the color is white. We're just two strangers in the middle of the night. It's a painless kind of breaking, a cold kind of snap, falling forever through the emotional gap. Love dies in winter. It's finally quiet, just the snow letting it go. Winter is all is all that's left. I used to think it was a golden thread, something to keep the monsters from the bed. I used to see it in the movies, in the bright, a soft glow to lead me through the night. But the gold turned to lead and the light went out. Now I'm just a vessel for this hollow doubt. It's not a butterfly, it's a moth in a jar, beating its wings against a cold, distant star. There's no happily ever, there's no just because. There's only the person that I once was. The poison is sweet until the glass is dry, and you're left with the how and the never know why. And I've realized now, in the 2020 seems cold, that love is just pain that's been bought and sold. It's a violent kind of ache, it's a beautiful scar, a slow motion crash of a runaway car. It's the weight in the ribs, it's the salt on the tongue, a song of the end that's already been sung. Yeah, love is just pain, and it's the only thing left that's running through my veins. I'm dismantling the always and the only you, scraping the residue off of the blue. They market the magic and they sell the dream, while we're over here, splitting right at the seam. It's a debt you can't pay, it's a fire with no heat, a permanent winter on a one-way street. I'm closing the door and I'm turning the key on the version of us that I thought I could be. Strip the romance away, leave the bone and the grit, see the jagged edges and the ways we don't fit. If you took away the hurting, would anything stay, or would we just dissolve into the light of the day? And I've realized now, in the 2020 sips cold, that love is just pain that's been bought and sold. It's a violent kind of ache, it's a beautiful scar, a slow motion crash of a runaway car. It's the weight in the ribs, it's the salt on the tongue, a song of the end that's already been sung. Yeah, love is just pain. Coffee's cold, the room is blue. I'm mapping out the ghost of you, tracing circles in the dust on the floor, where your shadow doesn't live anymore. The silence here is a heavy weight, a conversation that arrived too late. I'm breathing in the scent of rain, trying to find the rhythm in the pain. I'm a house with all the windows gone, waiting for a light that won't turn on. The oxygen is thinning out, lost in the middle of a beautiful doubt. And my heart bleeds out in the gray light of dawn, a slow motion garden where the color is gone. I'm stitching the pieces with nothing but air, reaching for someone who's no longer there. It's a quiet kind of break in a cold kind of fire. I'm burning on the altar of a dead-end desire. Yeah, my heart bleeds out, and the stillness is all I can shout. Shadow that's blocking the sun. Did the emptiness finally win? Is there anything left inside the skin? I'm bleeding out the memories, I'm bleeding out the name. I'm feeding all my oxygen to a dying drafted flame. Yeah, my heart bleeds out in the gray light of dawn, a slow motion garden where the color is gone. I'm stitching the pieces with nothing but air, reaching for someone who's no longer there. It's a quiet kind of break in a cold kind of fire. I'm burning on the altar of a dead-end desire. My heart bleeds out, it's empty now. Drip, 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 getting further I kept the letters in a shoebox under the bed. Every ink stain promised every word that you said. But paper is patient and paper is thin. It's a fragile shield for the state that I'm in. I struck a match just to see if I'd feel the heat. Now the ashes are dancing all around my feet. We were written in pencil, easy to blur. I'm losing the vision of who we once were. One little flicker, one moment of doubt, and the flame is the only thing left to talk about. Paper hearts burn fast, paper hearts burn bright, turning off forever in the smoke in the night. I'm standing in the wreckage of a cardboard soul, watching the fire take back the control. It's a beautiful ruin, a terrifying glow. Everything I planted has nowhere to grow. Yeah, paper hearts burn fast, and nothing made of tissue was ever meant to last. wind, take whatever's left to break. Was I just a sketch? Was I just a draft? I'm drowning in the fire on this paper-thin raft. Paper hearts burn fast. Paper hearts burn bright, turning off forever in the smoke in the night. I'm standing in the wreckage of a cardboard soul, watching the fire take back the control. It's a beautiful rule and a terrifying glow. Everything I planted has nowhere to grow. Yeah, paper hearts burn fast. Just ash in the wind, just a page turned black. There's no way to write our way back. Burn. It's all gone now. I'm standing in front of the mirror's edge, trying to step off this mental edge. There's a seam in my chest where the cold gets in, a fraying thread beneath the skin. I'm pulling at the loose ends one by one, undoing the work that the years have done. The buttons are popping, the fabric is thin. I'm letting the hollow silence win. It's not a cut, it's a slow motion rip. I'm losing my footing, I'm losing my grip. The air hits the places that haven't seen light since the day that you left and turned off the night. And I'm tearing my heart open wide and deep, exposing the secrets I promised to keep. I'm breaking the seal, I'm shedding the shell, I'm dragging my heaven through this private hell. It's a violent kind of honest, a raw kind of blue. I'm spilling out everything that looks like you. Yeah, I'm tearing my heart open, just to see if there's anything left to be broken. I'm making the bed, I'm making the plans. I'm watching the future slip through my hands. There's a map of our history etched in the bone, but I'm learning to read it while I'm alone. The ribcage is open, the bird has flown south. The taste of the salt is dry in my mouth. Look at the mess, look at the ghost, the parts of me that I hated the most. I'm turning myself inside out for the view, to find the exact spot where I lost you. And I'm tearing my heart open wide and deep, exposing the secrets I promised to keep. I'm breaking the seal, I'm shedding the shell, I'm dragging my heaven through this private hell. It's a violent kind of honest, a raw kind of blue. I'm spilling out Streetlights are humming low, hollow gray, watching the pieces of us drift away. I'm tracing the outlines of where you once stood, trying to feel something. I wish that I could, but the marrow is cold and the marrow is dry. I've run out of ways to ask the sky why. The tea in my cup has turned into ice. I'm paying the silence a permanent price. I move through the rooms like a ghost in a cage, a story that's stuck on a torn out page. There's a song Stacking the red receipts like they're holy script. Watching the distance grow, watching the anchors slip. I posted a sunset just to see if you'd look, but I'm just a chapter you've torn from your book. The coffee is stale and the silence is loud. I'm a ghost in the middle of a midday crowd. You're out there breathing, you're out there fine, while I'm still tracing every crooked line. It's a quiet kind of violence, a polite goodbye, a cloudless day with a leaden sky. The world didn't end, the ground didn't shake, it just went cold for heaven's sake. And you don't care now, it's written in the air, in the way you look through me, like I'm not even there. I'm a flickering screen in an empty hall, waiting for a shadow that won't ever fall. It's a painless winter, a bloodless wound. I'm a broken instrument that won't be tuned. Yeah, you don't care now. And the worst part is I'm still figuring out how. I walked past your street, but I didn't slow down. I'm becoming a stranger in my own damn town. You've got new stories and you've got new friends. I'm just the static where the signal ends. The how are yous died about 3 weeks ago. I'm the only person left who didn't get the show. Is it easy to leave? Is it light in your chest to put all the forever and always to rest? I'm still carrying the weight of the us that you dropped. I'm the only machine that never quite stopped. And you don't care now, it's written in the air, in the way you look through me, like I'm not even there. I'm a flickering screen in an empty hall, waiting for a shadow that won't ever fall. It's a painless winter, a bloodless wound. I'm a broken instrument that won't be tuned. Yeah, you don't care. was calling from the shoreline, but you didn't turn. I was holding the lighthouse, watching it burn. The water was rising, it reached for my knees. I was begging for air, I was down on my pleas. You stood on the deck with your back to the wind, while the salt of the ocean was soaking my skin. I thought you'd reach out, I thought you would dive, I thought you'd do anything to keep me alive. The bubbles are smaller, the surface is far. I'm losing the sight of the evening star. You didn't push me, you just didn't hold, and that's a betrayal that never gets old. And you let me drown, you just watched the waves, adding my name to the underwater graves. You didn't throw the rope, you didn't make a sound, you just let me sink while you stayed on the ground. It's a beautiful blue, it's a quiet goodbye, watching the light slowly drain from the sky. Yeah, you let me drown, and the weight of your silence is all that I've found. My lungs are a forest of coral and stone. I'm learning to breathe in this graveyard alone. The current is gentle, it's taking me out, far from the shore of the people and doubt. I saw your shadow look down from the pier, a second of pity, a ghost of a fear. Then you turn your heels and you walked to the light, leaving me here in the permanent night. Was the water too cold? Was the rescue too hard? Was I just a name on a discarded card? I'm becoming the tide, I'm becoming the deep, the secret that even the ocean can't keep. Hey, and you let me drown, you just watch the waves, adding my name to the underwater graves. You didn't throw the rope, you didn't make a sound, you just let me sink while you stayed on the ground. It's a beautiful blue, it's a quiet goodbye, watching the light slowly drain from the sky. Yeah, you let me drown deeper now. It's quiet down here, I don't even miss the air. just the blue. You didn't even try. I tried to hold the ocean back behind my teeth, but the flood was rising underneath. I kept a steady hand while you packed the car, watching us become something bizarre. I smiled through the maybe we can still be friends, knowing exactly how the story ends. But the moment the engine faded into the night, the armor cracked and I lost the fight. It wasn't a scream, it wasn't a roar, just a quiet surrender on the kitchen floor. The dam finally broke, the weight was too much. I'm losing the memory of your touch. And you made me cry in a way I didn't know I could, like a forest of ash where the green once stood. It's a river of salt, it's a drowning in blue. Everything I kept is coming out for you. No grand apology, no cinematic rain, just a slow, steady drip of a permanent pain. Yeah, you made me cry, and I'm watching my reflection say goodbye. I'm tracing the paths on my cheeks in the dark, searching for fire but finding no spark. The pillow is heavy, It's finally quiet. The room is growing smaller in the dark of the day. I'm reaching for the switches, but they've all turned to gray. You walked out the door with the sun in your coat, leaving me here with a lump in my throat. I used to see colors, I used to see gold. Now the edges of everything are turning to mold. I'm a house with no windows, a sky with no stars, just a hollowed out shadow behind invisible bars. It wasn't a spark, it was the whole damn flame. Now I can't even see to write out my name. The oxygen's heavy, the vision is blurred, the loudest silence I've ever heard. And you stole my light, you took the glow and left me in a winter where the sun won't show. I'm a photographic negative, a ghost on a film, a kingdom of ash with no one at the helm. It's a blind kind of breaking, a midnight soul, watching the blackness take back the control. Yeah, you stole my light, and now the dark is the only thing in my sight. I'm stumbling through hallways I used to know well, but the floor is a secret I can't quite tell. I see you and strangers, a flash in the street, a flicker of warmth that I'll never quite meet. You didn't just leave, you took the before. The person I was doesn't live here anymore. You're a thief in the garden, a ghost in the wire, extinguishing every last bit of desire. Did you need it for yourself? Were you feeling the cold? Did you trade my spirit for silver and gold? I'm a moon with no sun, just a rock in the sky, learning to live in the never know. You stole my light, you took the glow and left me in a winter where the sun won't show. I'm a photographic negative, a ghost on the film, a kingdom of ash with no one at the helm. It's a blind kind of breaking, a midnight soul, watching the blackness take back the control. Yeah, you stole my light. It's so dark now, where did I go? can't see the floor. The light, give it back.